Right, ladies and gents, we finally get there. Our last separation technique is called chromatography. Let me just show you what am I doing and then explain what is this about. So I've got this same filter paper that we used early on for evaporation. And I'm going to make, you're not going to see it now, but I'll make a nice little dot here in the middle. Okay? When you guys come back to school, I promise we'll do it. Okay? It's quite fun. Okay. Now, let me just explain now. What is chromatography? Chromatography is a way of separating a solution like ink. There's ink inside here, okay? There's ink inside there, okay? And we're going to separate to it different components, okay? What do I mean? I'll explain in a second, but I'll just show you what I'm doing now. I'm cutting a little lip, okay? A lip all the way to the center. Don't cut it off, okay? I'll just put it like this. Okay? And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put it inside a glass of water. Okay? So I've got the little ink over there, and I'll put that inside the water. Now what is going to happen? Okay, well, let me just put it on the side. Alright. So this only works if the ink that I'm using dissolves in water. Okay? Now what's happening up here, and you've probably seen it before, the water start climbing up through this filter paper. That's quite curious. That's kind of a weird thing. Why does the water climb up? Okay, we call these capillary forces. We don't learn about them, but I'm sure you noticed them. So if you had, let's say, long sleeves shirt, and you touched a little bit of water on the surface or something, next thing you know, after a minute or two, the water rose up your sleeves, okay? These capillary forces pull the water up. They're so strong. They're stronger even than gravity, okay? Now, so the same thing happens here. The water just climbs up. Eventually, it will reach the ink. Now, as I said, this is only going to work if the ink dissolves in water, okay? So these kind of inks they do. I use the felt pen like that, okay? Right, now when the ink dissolves the water carries on. The water starts spreading on that filter paper again because of capillary forces. But because the ink is dissolved in that, the ink will spread with the water. Okay? Now, often, this looks just like blue, but it could well have more than one color in it. Okay? There might be more than one dyes in it. Okay? 2 or maybe 3. And their particles might have a different mass. So as all these ink particles start traveling, some of them are heavier than others. Okay? So the heavier one will travel a little bit. The lighter one will travel a little bit more. And then what we will see, and I'll show you, you'll see different kind of rings of different colors. So what we're doing, we're separating that one ink into all its components. So I'm going to pause now, as I can just see the water just reach the ink. But I will wait until it does its thing. It does take like 10-20 minutes, and I'll show you the results later. See you in a bit. Alright, chaps, let's see what we've got here. So the one I did together with you looks like that. So it's spread out from here, and it starts spreading, and you can just about see, I don't know if you can see, I can see that there is some kind of separation of the colors into more turquoise and a bit of a purple. So there's probably looks like 2 pigments there to make that blue, with a more turquoise blue and a little bit of purple. Okay, this is another one that I've done. I think this was pink, if I'm not mistaken. And you can see that there is a little bit kind of a yellowish and a purplish color separation. But this one was the coolest one, okay? This one was brown. You can really see the separation of the brown, isn't it? So you can see the pink one is the heaviest one. It didn't move as much. Then the yellow moved a little bit more. And then it still looks like brown. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little bit of blue at the edge. So brown, you probably know, some of you know that is a mix of many colors. You can really see the separation of the pigments there. Right, so that was chromatography. Our final separation technique. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.